What is up, guys? Jake from OneHive here with the next Death of a Town Hall 10 video. Let's get right to it and check out the base we're going to be attacking today. All right, here's the base. Feel free to pause it up, maybe come up with a plan of your own and see how it compares to the one the guys at OneHive come up with to get the 3-star. Our first attack today is from Hell, and he is looking at this base. Anytime you see an air defense, an inferno tower, and a clan castle all touching, it's at least worth looking into to possibly do this 5-zap quake attack on it. It's going to take all those out. You don't have to deal with the CC troops, especially if the queen is ever to roam over it. And this one, she really didn't path over the top of it. But you see all the lightning come in there, then the quake. That takes all 3 of those out. So huge leg up on this base right from the get-go. Then it's just dropping in the queen, starting up a queen walk, and then trying to get to some more of these air defenses, and even into get to that queen taken care of, because she is obviously a big threat. So starts at the bottom here, got the healers on the queen. She's going to start walking her way up. Goes ahead and drops in the golem on the right side, followed up by some wizards and the king and some more wall breakers for the queen, some for that group. Excuse me. Everybody walking in, you see a lot of damage coming in right here. Tesla's popping, archer towers. Expo's locked on, and then once they get through that gauntlet, they're running into the king and queen here in the core. So the queen is sort of down low. She's sort of not really helping out that area, but she is doing work. She's taking out some trash buildings and then also some defenses. The defending king there is about to go down. From there, it is all they're on their own. They got to beat through this wall, try to get to that queen, but Hell knows that the queen will also shoot over the wall in a moment. She'll work her way up, take out this town hall, and then on to the defending queen. So once that's done, you'll see he still has his ability for that queen there. Take just a little bit more time, a few more shots. There it goes. Goes down. He's only got the level 34 the queen, so it's not like he's got a maxed out queen, but there it goes. She goes down. Now he's feeling pretty good about it. He can get up. He can get to the next air defense, so he can have 2 ADs down. Excuse me, 3 ADs down. By the time the troops get in there, but he's only got 2 lava hounds, and he's having to go into this multi-inferno air defense Tesla combo, and that is a tremendous amount of damage coming his way right there. And as you can see, without a free spell, with anything like that, it's just too much. Not enough tanking. The lava hounds explode pretty quickly, and from there, it is just all about the balloons going down and that last little barrier right there, that last little defense, that all those high HP buildings and those damage coming out of there was just too much. So that's it. He tries to pick up a few more percentage points with those minions, but for the most part, that is all for this attack. Let's move on to the next attempt. All right, the next attacker is Pero, and we are going to fast forward because the opener is pretty much the same. He's going to zap quake in on those 3 defenses there, the clan castle, the air defense, and the inferno tower. So he's dropping down his queen down first, letting her get started on her walk, then does the zap quake. Doesn't really matter, same thing. Goes down. He does it a little bit differently here as far as his kill squad. He drops the wall breakers right there on the queen and then sends everything in sort of from the bottom here. That golem walks around. I don't know if that was intended. He has more wall breakers, so I'm assuming he meant for that to start beating on that wall. It just didn't because he dropped it just a little bit too far down. But now the queen is out in front and she's taking a little bit of damage. The golem finally does take step out in front, but the healers get onto that golem instead of this queen. So she's taking quite a bit of damage here. The king comes in, but by the time it all is said and done, this method of trying to come in that direction, especially with the healers pulling off of the queen, turns out to not be the best idea. Has to use that queen's ability. She starts taking out some more defenses, but again, that archer tower down there just firing in. And now the defending queen getting in the action. The queen is shooting over the wall, but look at that archer tower just doing straight work. No heals coming to the queen's way. And from there, I think we all know it's pretty much trouble. There's no way to get to that next air defense, that 3rd one. And there is no way to get to that sweeper. And that sweeper is actually a really big deal in this attack, because actually the king does get to it, meets the wall, but because that segment with the inferno tower, the air defense, the Tesla, the expo, if that sweeper's involved, it's all over. There's no way you could, with no freeze, nothing like that, there's no way to push those to keep from pushing those balloons back, and they can't get to it, and it's just absolute death. But he does come through. He did swap out for a 3rd lava hound, and obviously with the progression of this base here, only having those archer towers and stuff left, and that 1 air defense that would have gone down to the queen, you can see there that extra tanking, that extra defense for those balloons, even having quite a few less balloons, 6 less balloons, was well worth it. So that is sort of the aha moment and the shift in this attack. So let's move on and watch the next attack. All right, our next one is Master Wheat. Once again, we will fast forward through the first part of this attack. It's the same thing, dropping that queen down, dropping the zap quakes, taking all that out. However, his goal here is obviously to keep the healers onto that queen. He's got to have that queen. So before he even drops his wall breakers, gets that golem, gets the king down, and then opens that compartment up, and then opens up the compartment for the queen down low. Now she decides she doesn't need that compartment. She's going to continue to walk on around, which is actually fine. It's not a bad thing at all. All she was doing down there at the bottom anyways was spending time on trash buildings for the most part. So now she's up here. She's helping out the king and queen, and she's out of range of that archer tower. So the fact that the healers have now peeled off and gotten on that golem and that king, not that big a deal. It's actually probably a good thing. Uses that king's ability. He starts beating through the defending king. Now they're going through the wall and in towards that queen. The queen is stepping back. Excuse me. She's back sniping. Again, the healers being up onto those frontline troops, not that big a deal. They're going to go down, and now the healers are going to put back onto the queen. She does sort of take a step back towards this storage here, which is not great because now she's not heading towards that air defense. She's not heading towards that sweeper. Just sort of all bad. So initially what turned out to look like it'd be a pretty good thing, actually towards the end turned out to be a bad thing because now she's going around, again, that sweeper, just absolute death. You'll see what it does to his troops here. Even though he had good deployment on his loons and his lava hounds, they're getting pushed back. They're getting pushed back. He's got no way to deal with that. Even that one haste, not that big a deal, and that is that. They just get roasted, don't get the Inferno Tower down, and it's a wrap. So good try to Wheat. A little bit of variation there that looked like it was going to be the answer, but then turned out to not so much work out. So we will go to the final attack, the one that got the 3-star, and see how it was done. All right, Erotic coming in with the attack that gets the job done. Same thing, same opener. Zap Quake on the bottom there. You see he's dropping that minion up top to take out that army camp just to make sure that funnel's there. He can send those troops in whenever he's ready. Again, the golem, the king, going down nice and early, dropping the wall breakers in, letting the queen sort of do her thing here. The king starts to come down to help out with that storage, but now he just went with the one opening in this. Now, actually, excuse me, not the one. He went with that. He waited for the queen to step up and then opened it up. She sort of made her move up, but did not let her walk all the way around, drop those wall breakers in, and now she's not going to do that little backwards motion here. She's going to take out the storages. She's going to take out this trash. It's not, it's not ideal. It would be great if she was up there helping out the king and those golems and whatnot, but the healers are locked on her. They're safe. The archer tower is down. Now whatever's going to happen is going to happen there. She's going to move up to the top. She's going to take these out one at a time. She is going to take a little bit of time to take out this town hall, which we'll fast forward through. Once it goes down, now she's engaging the queen, pops that ability, it goes down. The X-bow goes down, steps up, takes out the Tesla, the sweeper. Remember, that sweeper is absolute death to this attack. It's very important. It goes down. Now he's got the 3 lava hounds coming in. Again, a much tankier composition. She takes out the air defense. From here, as you saw from, I think it was Pero's attack, or Master Wheat, I can't remember which one. I think Pero's attack. He's looking really good here. Some of the last few things that were left in Pero's attack are now gone to the queen at this point. The queen does go down, but she got so much more value. Because that sweeper's not pushing them back, they're able to close the gap, get in there, take out that Inferno Tower, and you see with just those couple of back-end balloons, take out those last few defenses that were remaining on the last attack. Even had a balloon left in the bag and a minion for cleanup. So beautiful job by Erotic. Small, minor adjustments, but again, remember, on a basis when you have a CC, air defense, and an Inferno Tower all touching, always a good idea to at least look at the 5 Zap Quake attack. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Until next time, Jake from OneHive doing my best to help you guys suck less.